Hey, welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. It's your boy Marvin. I've got a reaction video, and he seems to be having his piece a little bit, and it's Stephen A. Smith. For those people who don't know Stephen A. Smith, he is an American sports television personality, sports radio host, and sports journalist, and he makes frequent appearances as an NBA commentator. But he does obviously talk about other topics as well, and he's well and truly into what's happening with P. Diddy. So we're going to get into this video breaking down even more Diddy allegations. He has done a few videos, Stephen A. Smith, at the end of the day. Got a fair few subscribers as well, and he does know what he's talking about. Sometimes he's a little bit over the top, but he is a great character, funny, down to earth. So let's see what he says, and then I'll comment as we go. If I do stop it, I'm just making a comment and let the video play for those who are new to the channel. Thank you.
To Sean P. Diddy Combs, who's not having a good week, to say the least. Last Friday, CNN released an exclusive video of Diddy viciously beating then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a Los Angeles hotel, Intercontinental Hotel to be exact, on Avenue of the Stars that is now closed. The video sent shockwaves throughout the world, which led to Diddy issuing there's no other way to put it, it was a weak-ass apology, on Sunday afternoon. And then yesterday, a new lawsuit was filed against the music mogul by Crystal McKinney, a model and former winner of the MTV show Model Mission. McKinney alleges in the suit that Diddy drugged her and sexually assaulted her at his recording studio in 2003. The suit goes on to say the music mogul, then 34, forced McKinney, who was 22 at the time, to perform oral sex. So that was the lawsuit. Now, there's even more bad news for Diddy. Late yesterday, and I would say this is really, really bad. Late yesterday, it was revealed that Curtis Jackson, you know him, 50 Cent, remember him? Reportedly has sold a docuseries on Diddy to Netflix, the largest streaming platform in the industry with nearly 270 million global subscribers. 50 has been promoting the docuseries and trolling Diddy incessantly on social media the last few months. Well, the docuseries will soon have a home on Netflix following a massive bidding war. Diddy's music has also been dropped.
Hi, let me explain the basics of currency trading to you in just 60 seconds. So, currency pairs like the euro and
Now by Peloton. They want nothing to do with him. They won't be the...
We've seen this before, where we know that Diddy has got a lot of platforms in business, and a lot of people are going to fall away with what's going on with so many pending charges against his name, who he is as a person. And this video which has got out, he had to say something. There's no way he could have just laughed that away or said that's not real, because people saw that graphic video and were appalled by it at the end of the day. But it does, we know the chain reaction that it starts affecting people doing business with you, like Netflix. And I don't blame 50 Cent doing his own thing after this, and trying to sell, you know, Diddy's part.
The only ones. There's no one that's doing business with Diddy that will continue to do so after that video came out. I know that some people have been of the mindset, and that's something that I will get into in a few minutes, about kicking the man while he's down. Ladies and gentlemen, to those people, I would say Diddy wasn't the one that was down on that hotel lobby floor or that hotel floor. Nor was he the one being kicked. he was the one standing doing the kicking. Think about what you're saying. See, we have to get to that. We have to understand that in situations like this, it ain't about Diddy. It's about his actions. Mm-hmm. And the collateral damage it inflicted upon others. Cassie Ventura specifically, and those who are not guilty of such things, but have been associated with him in some capacity for years in such a manner that would make other people raise their eyebrow at those individuals, because one would assume they must have known what was going on. Now, that doesn't mean they do or that they did. What it does mean is that when you have somebody caught red-handed committing such a vile, disgusting act, the people who are around them are going to be called into question as it pertains to what they knew, what they must have seen, what they must have heard, and what effort, if any at all, did they exercise to do something about it. That's the world we're living in. It ain't no turning back from that. Ryan Clark, my colleague at ESPN, went on his podcast, The Pivot, and called P. Diddy a bitch.
I think a lot of people are starting to see who P. Diddy is, what kind of person he is. Sean Combs, his real name, I think that he has a lot to answer to. I think a lot of people dismissed what Cassie was saying and how violent her relationship with Diddy is. She's been out of that relationship for a while, thank God. As I said yesterday in the video, sometimes you don't actually know what mental trauma she's actually still going through now, trying to get over it. Some people move on with life a lot quicker, but it must have been something which was a bit detrimental to her life. But look, we move on from this. I think a lot of top people are coming up, lawyers, doctors, solicitors, saying that at the end of the day that I think he's in for a rude awakening with these charges coming to light.
I'm quoting, that's what he said. I didn't say that, he said that. I watched The Breakfast Club and Charlamagne the God, and Charlamagne's like, nah man, he was 46 years old. Stop giving him a pass. He knew what he was doing. While, Jessica and DJ Envy were like, he needs help. Not that they were giving him a pass, because they certainly weren't. You got former bodyguards or whatever being interviewed by Piers Morgan, and they're talking about, no, there were incidents with him and his ex, Kim Porter, who's now deceased. You got people wondering what happened to Biggie. You got people wondering what really happened to Kim Porter. And then you got stars all over the place who will remain nameless, who were constantly seen in the presence of P. Diddy. You can't put an APB out for them right now. They can't be found. And people are wondering why about them, when it's in all likelihood they're completely innocent of anything anybody might be thinking. But because of their association with him, that's what it is. And then you have...
I'm just going to make a point just before Stephen goes on. Just to say, look at the connection with Kim Kardashian. 24 hours before his house got raided, P. Diddy's, she cancelled him off many online sites that they were on, and connections with me. It could have been Facebook, it could have been TikTok, it could have been quite a few things, it could have been WhatsApp. And that was big business, and she was obviously talked to, her and her mum, by police and investigators about their connections with Diddy, which I think is a lot bigger than what it is. There's videos out there now, which I've done a few, that Diddy had Kim Kardashian as basically a front runner into bringing people in to his mansions for these parties. Look, this is going to go on, and everybody is going to have their say so, but it's interesting to see what's coming out more and more and more against the name of P. Diddy. What else is going to come out? And it's funny how many people have gone quiet who are connected with Diddy because they don't want to be associated with parties. And it could be that they're on the video and they do not want anybody to know that they were there. That's why so many people have gone quiet in this situation, as they was involved in it.
Folks looking at all the things that have transpired, and what's conspicuous, what's flagrant in everybody's eyes is you hear no one speaking up on his behalf. Before the video came out. So if they didn't speak up on his behalf before the video came out, you know what the next question is? Why? Did you know what was in the video? Did you know a video exists? Did you know what was happening? That's what people are thinking. I believe in second chances. I believe we all make mistakes. My biggest caveat, or I should say my biggest issue with Diddy, is that what he specifically apologized for is what he specifically lied about in testimony this past December, claiming that it was her and others trying to seek a payday. Nobody's going to believe a single word he's saying.
Not anymore, they're not. Not after that video where they've seen proof of the man basically behind the smile, who pretends to be everyone's best friend, and then when he doesn't get what he wants, he lashes out to women or anyone in his vicinity, and then acts as though basically the women in his life at that time, or woman in his life at that time, wound him up. She deserved it. It's like I said yesterday, he's very manipulative at the end of the day, and I think a lot of people feel disrespected by him in supporting him or supporting his music and finding out what kind of person he is.
And I think it was TMZ or somebody that saw him out with somebody else going for a walk, and he was coming back to his spot and he just waved off the camera. You don't want to be seen on camera if you P. Diddy, don't go out in public. Because camera's going to roll everywhere he goes from now on. He might as well pull a Russell Simmons and lead the country. Seriously. Ain't no peace for him this way. I'm talking about in this country. Right now, it's bad. He might have his money, but that wasn't what P. Diddy was about. P. Diddy was about that cachet, that imagery. The fact that he rolled up. I mean, you saw the way he dressed. You saw the way he flossed. You know the parties. I know the parties he's thrown, all of that other stuff. Come on, y'all. He can't do that now. Hell with throwing a party. He can't go to a party. They'd stop the party if he showed up. That's how bad it is.
Wow.
I'm not joking about it. I'm not.
Wow. That's serious. When Stephen A. Smith is talking like that, he cannot attend parties because his name's now in the mud, and there's just so many articles out there on him. Who else is going to come forward? How many people? 10, 20, 50, 100? There must have been a lot of people at the parties, and a lot of people are not saying nothing because they were involved. Whether it was for supporting him or entertainment, they're going to be embarrassed.
I'm not maligning him. I'm not insulting him or anything like that. I'm saying that's how bad it is. That's a fact. And we can't ignore that, no matter how hard we try. The problem is we try to ignore it.
Wow, that was deep. That's deep. That was Stephen A. Smith. Wow. pretty shocked about, well, not shocked, but he's detailed about, he's already saying that Diddy is guilty about so much and there's nowhere to run. That's basically what he's saying. And there is so many people. I mean, I done a video on his security guard that worked from head of security, Roger Bonds, who was saying yesterday that Diddy had a bit of a temper and it got him into a lot of trouble, and sometimes he had to put his hands on Diddy to sort of get him off women that he attacked. His ex-wife, Kim Porter, Cassie, who else is there? This is not going to get any better, where people are probing into his life and what happened. And like I said, these parties could go back 20 years, even longer than that. And I think there are a lot of people that are thinking, shall I say something, shall I? It's getting crazy. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment and let us know your thoughts on what the great man him said, Stephen A. Smith. Thank you. Bye.